This is a presentation for Brenna Jones and Jasmine Locklear. And I'll start with my question first. The question that I first took from the prompt was, how do I view those I learn? And then my further question was, how will I better help those who struggle to learn? And I found this quote from Sister Cheryl A. Esplin, and she says, "Teaching for understanding takes determined and consistent effort. It requires teaching by precept and by example, and especially by helping our children live what they learn." So for the presentation, I kind of want to focus on the different types of learners, the different ways people learn, because there are so many different ways that people learn best, and you can struggle with learning and with the concepts if you are not being taught in a way that you understand and you learn best with. So there are different tests that your students can take for you to be able to see what type of learner they are, so you can help cater and teach to the way they learn best. There's three main ways that people learn, and there's visual learners, auditory learners, and kinesthetic learners. So visual learners, they're the ones that prefer or learn best when you write things down on the whiteboard or you show graphs or pictures to help them learn. And then auditory learners, they're ones that learn by listening to things, maybe a song or watching a video with sound, and they would benefit from having the lectures recorded. And then kinesthetic learners, they're the ones that learn best by doing hands-on things. So like, I'm going to be teaching family consumer science education, so I'll be doing cooking labs and sewing labs, so it'll be really good for kinesthetic learners in my classroom. So I'll have to work to cater to the visual and auditory learners better. And then Jasmine's question was, how do we learn? And she has this quote from Dallin H. Oaks, and he says, "If we have the Spirit of the Lord to guide us, we can teach any person, no matter how well educated, any place in the world." So her further question was, who is capable of learning? And an example she came up with was President Joseph Smith, because he received a very little formal education, but he was still able to transcribe the entire Book of Mormon. And here's another example. These two little boys in this picture, you can't tell from the picture, but only one of them speaks English, the other only speaks Spanish, but yet he was able to learn how to cut out his pumpkin, and he was able to learn a new word, cut. And so the main point that Jasmine wanted to bring out was that inevitably we learn through being in tune with the Spirit, no matter where we are teaching or what we are teaching. So our students will learn better if they're in tune with the Spirit, but not all our students will be that way, so we as teachers have a responsibility to be in tune with the Spirit so that we can better teach our students. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns?